Uh-oh. My button didn't work. There it went. Hey. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, chat. Oh my goodness. Got crazy here going on.
Me?
No, me.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness. All right. How we doing?
Man, that was delayed. It was like 20 seconds before it went live for me. If it makes you feel any better, my beard's on. There we go. Let me fix it for you.
Episode 40. How does that make you feel?
44-0?
40. Episode 40.
Why'd you say 40 though? Oh, you just repeated it twice.
Yes.
Got it. I'm really...
All right. So he feels
There we go.
confused about it for anybody who doesn't speak goat.
No, because you said 44-0. Like, there wasn't like a pause in there. I was like, 44-0. Like, it sounded like you said 3 numbers instead of 4.
Wow. Yeah, no.
Like 440. I was like, what?
No.
Yeah, we're moving up there, especially since we gained that bonus episode that we didn't know existed until the anniversary stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I can't remember if I published or not. I'll have to check on that later. Speaking of which, hopefully here soon I'll start working on the person that won the drawing or raffle or whatever you want to call it from the anniversary stream.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to get some wrench holders for his toolbox. And then once he saw all the things that we could make with 3D printing, he wants to also order some stuff on top of that. He wants to get some ratchet holders, and then he's up there with mudslides. A mudslide wants to order some stuff, so I got one roll of filament for the winner and one roll of filament for mudslide, like ready to make like 2 entire rolls worth of stuff.
Oh, yeah. It's exciting.
Gotta get on that soon. I'm still waiting for him to... I think I do have the count. I think they make 100 wrench holders. And then like a dozen or so ratchet holders. And then Mudslide wants like the biggest crystal dragon I can make with this 3-color rainbow filament.
Hell yeah. So if you're not in our
fun.
Discord following our socials, make sure you are so you can see pictures of those when they're finished. That's going to be really cool.
Yeah, I need to get caught up. I came back home and took like a photo shoot yesterday and then didn't upload them anywhere. So I need to get caught up on our TikTok as well. I made a Hydra right before I left on the vacation down there.
Yeah, for those
that came out pretty good.
For those of you that don't know, Goat was just down in Texas for the weekend. Got to spend some time with myself and just go out and do random things. We went to the mall. We went around to some bookstores. We, had a good time, I think.
Yeah. And then we went to Trader's Village. And,
yeah.
And without you, we went to San Antonio and had a shitty experience at the revolving restaurant, Tower of Americas. And then went and got our ass beat at the caverns.
Yeah.
But I didn't have to drive, so that was nice. What's up, Gert?
Going on, Gert? All came over to my house and cooked some steaks. It was a good turnout. I'm happy with the time I got to spend with you on the trip. Were you happy with the trip?
Mostly. I wish I wasn't getting so old. But
yeah.
I say we ended up canceling our Monday plans, but that was also because of poor planning and being tired. So
yeah.
I didn't fully plan ahead enough with the people I was supposed to be meeting down there, and then one of them got kicked by a horse on Sunday.
Oh, God.
Which, without context could mean a lot of different things. But
yeah, true.
But yeah, they got kicked by a horse, and they were going to be available till like late Monday afternoon. And I was like, man, I don't want to be coming back from Victoria at like 8, 9 o'clock at night either. Like,
Yeah.
because we didn't get back. We left at, was it 8 in the morning? 8, 9, 10. No, we left at like 7 in the morning for San Antonio. I didn't get back till like 7:30 at night. Like, it was no idea that was going to be a 12-hour trip.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know, lesson learned. And again, you know, I make plans like I'm 20 and then can't keep up with them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it happens. It happens. I'm just saying, you know, if you just moved back, you know, you wouldn't have to worry about all that.
And if y'all just moved up here,
Why? So that we can drive, you know, fucking 10 hours every year to come and see my dad and Garrett and Amy and
I
Taryn.
said if you all moved up here.
Oh, so all of us just need to move to you instead of y'all just come to all of us.
Yeah.
Needs of the one over the many, huh?
Much better cost of living.
Well, I can't argue with that.
Child abduction.
Maybe better cost of living, but there ain't shit to do where you are.
Well, we'd all be here. We'd have each other. We'll make our own things to do.
Oh, yeah. That'll last all of, you know, maybe a year.
Well, anyway. Yeah, because I don't really have any rum news since last. Well, no, it wasn't even last week because I wasn't here last week. Oh, yeah. That's right. I wasn't here last week because I was celebrating our 20th wedding anniversary.
Yeah. Yeah.
It had its own fun adventure.
Congratulations on that, by the way.
So, yeah. Went to go to a so-called fancy dress code restaurant to get sat down to people in shorts and t-shirt and pay for some overpriced food that was meh. You know, you could have got better at a normal restaurant instead of that restaurant.
Man.
And then brought a bottle of wine just to get told they won't open it for us. It's a good time.
Wow, dude. I'm telling you, if you were in Houston, you could have gone to Brenner's, man. You got some of the best food ever.
I mean, I went to like one of the only places that serves beef Wellington, which we wanted to try for the first time.
Oh, okay. Should have just made it yourself, man.
Yeah, probably would have been better. We had beef Wellington, and then a halibut entree, and then we had lamb lollipops for our appetizer. And it was all like, man, we've had better lamb at Texas de Brazil.
Yeah.
The fish was really good, and the beef Wellington was like, it was a super tender piece of meat, but everything else about it was just kind of mediocre.
Yeah.
And
Shelby took me for my birthday last year to a Brazilian steakhouse here called Gaucho's. And I had never been to a Brazilian steakhouse before, like in general. So, if I go to Chow, Texas, Brazil, none of those places.
yeah.
And man, this place was good. Like I tried like a little bit of everything that they brought out. But I'll tell you, by the end of the meal, I think my favorite like piece of meat was just the basic picana, dude. That shit was so good.
Yeah.
And then at the salad bar, they had like these braised mushrooms that were incredible.
Dude, I love their, well, at least at Texas de Brazil, they had the mushrooms too, but they also had it's almost like a white cheddar scallop potato, and they serve lobster bisque as well.
Yeah, they had lobster bisque at this place too, and I didn't try it, but Dad did, and he said he said it was really good.
Yeah. So like, it sucks because like they have several really good sides and like a super amazing everything you could imagine salad bar, but it's like, man, that's not why I'm there.
Yeah, I want the meat.
Like, I wish they had like a $20 like salad bar only option, like going there for lunch one day and just eat soup, salad, and potatoes.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
But yeah, honestly, actually, I feel like we would have had a better time at Texas de Brazil.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely like a birthday dinner staple for me now. Is that place like? Yeah, it may be a little expensive, but damn it, that's good.
Yeah.
It's very good. And once a year, I mean, come on, you know.
But yeah, that's it for rum news. You know, I'm still printing and taking orders, and so I got a couple of orders in queue. Waiting on a big order of filament to be processed with the other 3D printing guy in town. Once that comes in, I'll start making another Frostmourne for Mudslide. So that's one of
Oh
his
yeah,
requests.
yeah.
So,
I
but I
got to
want to do
hold
it
that
in.
thing and see it in person. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm excited to see it once you got it all glued up and painted.
Yeah, I actually just got the stuff at Lowe's today. I got some like plastic Bondo stuff
Yeah,
and some, or it's like construction glue or whatever from Gorilla Glue brand.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I got some just gray primer so I can glue it all, sand it all, and then spray it down.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
So, and then maybe either, I don't know, I might try my luck at trying to hand paint some of the details, but I don't know. I suck at trying to be a smooth painter.
Well,
I might just pay somebody $20 to do it for me.
I I could suggest you a couple of YouTube videos that could be pretty insightful. Like one of the things that I learned, like just watching YouTube, when it comes to like painting just models in general, but you could apply this to anything if you have a creative enough brain. But they say to paint things in the order in which you would like get dressed, right? So you could apply that to a sword, right? So obviously, what's the first thing you're going to want to do on a sword? Well, you're going to want to forge the blade. So paint the blade first. That way, you're doing it in layers so that if you paint over or something, it's okay. You're going to paint over that in the next layer. It's not a big deal. And then when
Well,
it comes to
if
like,
what you're painting has layers, yeah.
yeah, but
But like
then
in
when
this
it
case, I'm
comes,
talking about just like filling in the runes that are on the blade. Just doing like the aging basically,
oh, well,
just
that's
aging
easy.
accents.
That's easy. The best way to do that is to get like a black or like even like an orange um model paint and get it like super wet with some water, and then basically take a big brush and just brush over the whole thing, and then take a rag and then try and wipe as much of it off as you possibly can. And what'll happen is the rag isn't going to be able to get into all the little nooks and crannies and stuff that where dirt and residue is going to collect. The rag's not going to be able to get in there to rub all that off. So what happens is that's going to dry in there, and it's going to make it look like there was residue and dirt and just stuff collecting in these little
Yeah.
nooks and crannies, and that's how you get the detail and the shading right. It's just a bunch of cool little techniques. I can show you some videos. I'd say give it a shot. What's the worst that'll happen? You fuck it up and somebody's gonna have to repaint over it. You know?
Yeah, well, yeah. Or I really have to reprint the whole thing. But I don't know. I'd rather just trust a more stable hand with it.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Depending on cost, of course.
Yeah, true.
There's a lot of model painters here in town. I figure like if I can offer them one of them $20 to just etch in the runes and put a little aging on the handle and the hilt and whatnot. That's all it really needs. Just something to make it not just flat gray all the way across.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got for RUM-Gaming news. Still printing and taking orders. Still got plenty of room for veteran orders. I did get confirmation that I did do the TikTok, but I don't think I have a picture. Hang on. Because I can't for the life of me remember what it was called that he got. It's something I've never heard of. Oh, is it? No, Squatch got the Darth Vader. Actually, never got confirmation that he got that either. I need to ask him. Isn't he like your friend?
No, I think that's Adam's friend. Squatch? Yeah.
Well, you were talking to him one day when he came in like he was your old buddy or something. His might have been on email. Like maybe that's why I can't find it. God. You don't remember what that was called? It's some like anime thing. It was like probably like Mount Rushmore, but with anime heads.
Oh,
Here we go. It's from Alex.
I have no idea.
Didn't even send him a picture of it. But either way, he said he's going to send us some before and after pictures. But yeah, that should be interesting. I'm curious. The people that have to paint things, I'm always curious how they come out.
Yeah.
Because I'm not an experienced painter.
No.
So it really makes me wonder how it'll come out. And then Shane got his commandment stones and like already gave them all out. Like within like 2 days of getting them, he like wants to put in. I think he wanted to put in another order. I have to get with him.
Yeah,
might be something I could start mass producing things for his. He does like a Wednesday night church school thing.
Yeah.
Or I forget what you used to call it. I used to go to it way back in the day. It's like a little night school on Wednesdays. There's a name for it. I'm a terrible storyteller right now. A person with a terrible memory trying to remember what things are.
Yeah, you're also really terrible at talking into your microphone.
Because I'm trying to find the model.
Yeah. Anyway, I can start out with talking about our topic for the evening. As you know, we've been, doing a black card travel series going around the world to every, nation, continent, I would guess you would say is the proper term for it. Just putting together a vacation itinerary, no budget, no limit, and comparing, talking about discussing each other's choices and listening to either any of y'all's suggestions too, if y'all happen to have any. And for this week, we are in South America. I am in northern South America. Goat chose southern South America. This was a pretty cool. This is going to be a pretty cool episode for me. Because when we split it up to between north and south, Goat asked me which one I wanted, and I was like, well, the way that it's split up, I've been to both, so you pick. So I'm excited to see where you go, in southern South America. I think I've got a pretty banger itinerary.
It's kind of hit or miss. Like I said, I always like to try and hit as many different places as possible. So
Yeah,
it's not about the most exciting experience. It's just about as knocking off like as many things on the checklist as possible.
Yeah, sure, for sure. Mine's not like super widespread, but it is really cool, I think. With that being said, I think I'd like to go first. That way you can start sending me all the links and stuff for yours so that I can be ready for it.
I find the thing that sent you pictures of it. It's Naruto Hokage.
Oh, Hokage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. But yeah, so you let me know whenever.
If you want to share.
Do what?
You didn't want to share?
Share what?
The pictures I sent you.
Oh, yeah. Let me get those pulled up.
Yeah, I couldn't find. It's on our TikTok, like the actual time lapse video, I think. But that's just the generic picture of what you can paint it into.
Oh, okay. The Hokage. Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it actually came out pretty good.
Yeah, look at that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
No, we were like promoting the TikTok, and I'm not even 100% certain it's on there either. So I'm going to confirm that while we're
Yeah.
going over yours too. Go check it out. It's right, nowhere. Like shit. Yeah, I don't think it's on there. Yep, my bad. I'll have to find that. That might have been one of the ones that like. So when you print on the bamboo from the computer, it automatically makes a time lapse. But when you print from your phone, you have to tell it to.
Interesting.
And I didn't realize that, and I was just pumping things out from the phone. Like, so I got like several videos, or well, several prints that don't have videos. So I'll have to see if I have that one or not. Get back with y'all. But he's supposed to be sending us before and after painted photos was the whole point of that. So that should hopefully be one of the soon-to-be postings on the Discord and Facebook and whatnot.
Awesome.
With some before and after pictures of however you say that, Naruto something.
Naruto Hokage wall.
Hokage.
Hokage.
What does that mean?
So the Hokage was like a village elder.
And so is that just like all the Hokages or something?
Yeah. So like every in Naruto lore, every like the village has like an individual, like a Hokage. And so, you know, and that's basically like the elder, the protector of the village. And so when that Hokage either resigns or dies, they elect a new one. And so that's just a wall of all the Hokage that have ever served the Hidden Leaf Village.
Interesting. Literal meaning is fire shadow.
Yeah. Well, Naruto, which is fish cake. So
Fish cake fire shadow.
fish cake fire shadow.
Sounds dangerous.
Shaking in my boots.
Don't make me get fish cake shadow flyer. All right, yeah. I didn't mean to derail us too much from starting it, but yeah, I finally found the link and what it was called. Like I said, that's why I was like, I'm not a big anime person, so I knew it was like something anime Rushmore. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just print what you ask. I don't know what it is. Just do what I'm told.
All right, so we ready to start?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go first. My first item is starting off big with a total of $133,000 for a 2-week stay at a villa called Seclusion. This villa has 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms. It can accommodate up to 12 guests. We will have it to ourselves. I'll go through some of the pictures here, but looking, and this is in Barbados.
So why is it so much? Because that number only said like 8,000.
8,500 a night.
Oh, no.
Yeah, 8,500 a night.
So you just decided to stay there a while.
Yeah. But look at this thing, man. Like, oh my goodness. Completely decked out. Now, what this comes with is it comes with a concierge, which will organize all of your travel to and from wherever it is you want to go. They will organize, reservations at any restaurants you may want to go to. They are basically at your hand and foot to make sure that you get to do whatever it is that you want to fucking do. On the premise during your stay, there will be butlers, there will be private chefs, there will be cleaning crew, like the whole shebang.
How many butlers do you need?
I don't know, but however many they're going to give me, I'll take.
It's just, you said plural, like not just one, but plural.
But yeah, this it comes like all inclusive, like private chef. If we don't want to go out, we can have the chef cook us something, right? Like it's I figure we're just chilling right on the beach in this giant mansion, private beach access. Like I'm gonna let that picture sit in for a second. Like,
yeah.
That's the beach for the villa. Like, Come on, dude.
What's up there on the left?
Oh,
Is that a
the
building?
yeah, that's the villa. That's the walk up the staircase
Oh,
up to the villa.
okay.
Yeah.
It looked like almost like some ruins or something in the shadows there.
Yeah, no. That's the staircase up to the villa. But yeah, like, man. Let's see. It says dedicated concierge, home preparation. Each home is carefully cleaned and prepared before you arrive and after you depart. 24/7 support. Home staff. There's a villa manager, a butler, a housekeeper, a chef, laundry service, 24-hour security guard. So,
Security guard too.
yep.
Damn.
And then once I've
Actually
booked it,
surprised it's that cheap with that
I
many
can
people.
add on like a car rental or a chauffeur. I can add on, different things. Basically, like kind of adding excursions to a cruise is like you book this villa. Here's some other things that we can, facilitate if you want to do special things like have a masseuse come in and give you all massages while you're staying there, whatever, charter a private boat, whatever. I was like, yeah, that's a vacation right there. But it came out to a total of,
I mean, probably more than that if you really sat down and booked it out.
yeah, probably.
Because you could do like, I want to do the boat ride this day. I want to do this that day. I want private cooking for all 3 meals.
Yep. But just a tiny little $133,000, $134,000. But that's to start.
I'd almost rather go there for my annual vacation.
Yeah.
Maybe not for that many days, but with those kind of options where you get to just pick and choose your own adventure all at the same place.
Yeah, I mean, but the cool thing is too, like, you have to keep in mind this is 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, can accommodate up to 12 people. So like you and a couple of your friends could like get together and like just go in on this,
But I just meant, instead of like a 20-day thing, you could just be like, we're going to come down there for just a quick 4-day stay.
Well, you have,
we're going to do
the book is, it's a minimum 7-day booking required.
Well, fine. 7. Just saying. You do 1 week or 1 year, you do like all the different boat things, and the next year you do, all the different activities they have.
Yeah.
You can kind of keep cycling through.
Yeah. But I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. And next we go to the Galapagos Islands, do a 7-day luxury safari tour of the Galapagos. So a little bit of snorkeling, a little bit of looking at ancient turtles, look at the blue-footed boobies. Just hang out on the beach.
I was kind of hoping for more pictures. What about the dodo birds, man?
Dodos are extinct, dude. You mean the blue-footed boobies?
No, man, dodos.
But this comes out to for 2 people $5,883 for 7 days. Comes with accommodation, for a hotel.
Okay.
Comes with a hotel.
So where do you eat on the Galapagos Islands? I guess I always imagined the islands just being like an animal reserve or something, and like there's nowhere to actually stay or go.
It says here, 3 lunch, 6 breakfast. So, yeah.
So you got to be eating dinner somewhere.
Yeah.
The rest of your lunches, apparently.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm going to answer that with the next event. So $5,883. We'll kind of breeze through this one. There's not a lot of pictures. The next one in the Galapagos Island is a 7-day guided food tour with accommodation. For $5,308.
So apparently they're bigger than I thought they were. It was just literally a couple islands with a bunch of animals on it.
Yeah. So I figure if it is even possible to like schedule it, we could do the 7-day tour and, food tour and island tour all in the same 7 days, but if not, then, 2 weeks in Galapagos, fine. So be it.
Yeah.
But, just looking at pictures of, all the different food, I was like, hey, that's cool. Get to try out the food, get to see some of the wildlife. It's the Galapagos Islands. I mean, like,
these the Galapagos Islands.
It's like
it wasn't even on the map that I sent you.
I used Google Map. but it's north of South America, just in the ocean.
Is it actually like part of South America?
I don't know. I kind of took liberties with the Galapagos and Barbados. I guess we could have theoretically like used those for like our island episode.
It's part of Ecuador,
Ecuador,
which is part of South America.
yeah. So there you go.
You're good. I mean, yeah, it could have been used for the island one, but I mean, also you could have said that about like Tasmania or something.
Yeah,
too.
true.
But,
yeah,
I mean, it's technically part of South America. It's fine.
so
Let it slide, even though it wasn't on the map. But,
So the next one, I found a 23-day ultimate Colombia experience. So this comes the 3-week tour of all of Colombia.
Just for only $5,000.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to Bogota. We're gonna go to the Andes, Amazon. We're gonna explore the Amazon jungle. We're gonna go down the Pacific coast. We're gonna go check out some Colombian coffee. We'll then spend
was
the
the
day.
last tour he made with his black card.
Yeah, well, we'll spend the day on a tropical island. This does not come. It comes with food, but I don't believe it comes.
22 breakfasts. Jesus.
Yeah, and so I'm assuming you just have to have a hotel in Bogota, and then they just pick you up from the hotel every day.
Yeah, because this doesn't pick you up from your hotel or the airport. So
yeah. So there's
still crazy though. 23 days. That's the longest tour we've seen.
Yeah. But there's 47 pictures, so I'm gonna kind of speed fire through these. But it's just, I was like, man, that's a cool way to go see Colombia.
Just zoom in a little bit.
This is as far as it goes. The more I zoom in, the smaller the picture gets.
Mm.
If I zoom out, oh, there we go. Let me zoom out. Aha. There we go.
Almost looks like Victory Tower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little waterfall dinner area. Right. Pomegranates, maybe.
But yeah, I was like, this is kind of cool. You know, just check out Colombia. Go to all the cool little hot spots. Everything that you would want to see in Colombia, you can see on this little adventure.
I guess I'm kind of surprised that one doesn't show up as like one of the blacklisted countries or something. You hear, through movies and stuff, you hear about, Colombian drug lords and stuff.
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, because people you can go to Colombia just all the time.
Well, you can go anywhere all the time. It's just at your own risk.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's true. Yeah, but that's why this is a guided tour.
Yeah.
Next, after that, we're going to Curacao in Venezuela, and I found a private tour, romantic tour for 2, land and sea. So there's a little car tour through Curacao, and then you get on a boat and go ride around on a boat, spend the day together, eating, fishing, doing whatever you want.
So it's just for fun reference. Colombia there's 4 levels of travel advisory.
Mm-hmm.
1 is just exercise normal precautions. 2, exercise increased caution. 3, reconsider travel. 4, do not travel. So it's a level 3.
Reconsider travel.
Yeah, it says reconsider travel due to crime and terrorism.
I mean, I wonder what
But
America
it also
rates.
just says some areas have increased risk. Read the entire travel advisory. So
Yeah.
it just says like some places are fine, some places are not.
Yeah. But yeah, so do a tour, land and sea tour in Curacao, just hanging out. And then I found for $275, there's an event where a really, really famous chef in Curacao will go and invite you into their kitchen and cook a limited dinner specifically for you and a select few other people. And so this, famous chef or popular chef will cook. I mean, you sit literally in their kitchen and watch them cook for you.
So where's Curacao?
Curacao is in Venezuela.
No. I saw it on the map. It was spelled differently. So.
Yeah.
There's Caracas.
Caracas is actually where it was either Caracas. No, I've been to Caracas. I've actually been to Curacao. And I've been to Maracaibo. Maracaibo was where we actually lived when I lived in Venezuela. But yeah, this was I thought this was kind of cool. Like sit here with like this famous, Venezuelan chef and watch them cook some food for you.
Be like going to Gordon Ramsay's house. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you look at it. It's like they're cooking it in their damn kitchen. Like, yeah. Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then we would end the trip with a relaxing morning delight, champagne sailing and snorkeling with some lunch in Aruba. So do some snorkeling on a sailboat in the morning.
The fuck is Aruba?
Aruba.
God, these places, I don't even know where they are.
Yeah. It's just off
you missed 3 countries. Kill
them. And then spend a week or 2 relaxing in Aruba to end the trip in an ocean villa. So there's 671 pictures. I'm not going to show all of them, but
why not?
there's it's just it's a bucket list thing to me. I've always wanted to like stay on like one of those, straw villas over the fucking, crystal clear tropical water. Like in Triple X at the end where they like they call him and he's in like Bora Bora or whatever. Yeah, it's like that's what I want. That I want that, dude. And so I saw this in Aruba and look at that. Come on. That's just cool.
There's actually a lot of places you can go and like rent.
Yeah.
Water houses.
Yeah, there is. There's quite a few, but I was like, Aruba. Shelby and I have friends that are from Aruba. And it's like, shit, if we were renting this, it's like, hey, you two, come on, let's go. Show us around. You could stay in this really cool, villa with us. Like, let's do it. They have family in Aruba and shit. So we would get like the real Aruba experience,
I mean, Aruba looks small enough that it's not going to take much to get the whole experience.
No, but like even still, like when you go to places like that, you're unless you know somebody, you're just gonna get what tourist Aruba wants you to see. Like I have friends that have family there, so I can go into like an Aruban home and like actually see like what it's what it's actually like and go around to like the real places, and do the real stuff.
I know. It's just I don't know. It almost reminds me of like if Kurt's still listening, I was talking about coming up to Bartlesville in June, and they're like, well, we're gonna leave it up to you to do all the cool stuff in Bartlesville and Tulsa, and I'm like, dude, there's really nothing.
Yeah.
You can see all the quote unquote cool things like one day.
Yeah.
And be done.
That's what I like about Houston. Like, you can be like I could spend an entire week just taking you around and showing you all the cool stuff in Houston. Like,
well, yeah, but if you think about it, of actual like Houston city limits, though.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm just saying it's a little different there. Like I'm just talking about like within Tulsa limits. If I counted what would be like greater Tulsa, I could probably go for days. But
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, when we went up there and went to Tulsa with you, we went to that Irish restaurant. That was cool. Like, I had a good time. I'd like to go back up there and spend some more time so that we can do more things.
Yeah.
But
Just got to plan a trip like Curtis.
yeah,
Apparently, it's like the year to come see us because like Shane's talking about coming up here and just for like a day or so to like go to like the Tulsa Zoo and stuff.
yeah.
Gert's coming up in June.
Oh, and also, by the way, not to cut it short, but uh there was no pricing available for the ocean villa, so I don't know how much that would cost.
Nope, doesn't
You have
count.
I have to contact the hotel itself to get the pricing for it, and it's like I'm not doing all that.
Where's your commitment? Should have played the role. Like, yeah, I got a black card, credit card.
Yeah.
Just looking to see how much I can spend. Money is no option. Well, on that note, then we can move into southern South America, South America,
South.
and we'll start.
Let me.
You didn't go into Peru, right? You just
No, I did not touch
went
Peru.
to Ecuador. Was as low as you got, even though you had half of Peru. I don't think you went into Brazil either.
No, I didn't, because the only place I would the only places I would want to go in Brazil were, in your jurisdiction. So
I mean, you had the whole Amazon, but yeah,
I mean, I got that with my
yeah.
my Colombian tour.
Let's see, so you missed Guyana,
Yeah.
Cayenne.
I was looking for stuff in Guyana.
and the
Didn't find
French
anything like
Guiana,
super interesting. Trust me,
you
I
missed your half of Peru.
I looked in every country, and there wasn't like anything like super interesting.
Yeah, I try to find something, even if it's just a quick day trip. Man, if I could, we'll knock it out. Like I said, I think it'd be cool, like as a black card. Like if I had the black card, I'd like to be able to say I've been to every country in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
I like to have to walk around like 5 passports.
All right, Kurt. Well, thanks for trying to tune in, bud. Hopefully that signal gets better for you.
Kennedy, Texas.
Oh, he
Where
said
the
that.
heck is Kennedy?
He said he was going to be in Kennedy. He said that when you were at before he left my house.
Where's that? Jeez. Where is that? Oh, yeah, it's just way out there in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Like between San Antonio and Victoria, just
No.
middle of nowhere. Jeez. Shit looks smaller than Bartlesville. Man, do they even have a Walmart? Like, what the heck? Well, they have an airport, a tiny little airport, so I mean, yeah. So does Bartlesville, but
Oh, do they really?
it's yeah, maybe it's kind of like it's kind of like flying to Kennedy or Victoria. It's just, I don't know how much extra it would cost because like you'd have to like land in Tulsa and then wait for a smaller plane to take you to Bartlesville. And it's like in that amount of time, I could just come get you.
Cheap flights from Houston to Bartlesville. Let's see.
Hey, let's look that up if we have time at the end. How about
I'm
that?
looking it up right now. Expedia's got my back. There aren't
Maybe
any.
you gotta show my stuff.
All right.
So anyway, I was saying I started in Peru. Found a nice little culturistic 8-day tour of Peru. And you get to go see the Incas, which I think would be really cool.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
Granted, I didn't have a lot of time to see like whether you just get to like stand there and be like, there's the Incas, and then walk off. Or if you actually get to go like walk around, because like judging by the grass and stuff there, it looks like you don't really get to go look around.
Yeah, I mean, like, even looking at this picture, like, there's the people like walking kind of through the ruins, but there's like nobody in the grass.
Yeah, that's kind of what's like. It'd be really cool to like go look around. But even if I got to go look at it, I mean, maybe they, it's probably like one area where you can go in. But that kind of civilizations have always kind of fascinated me. Of these like
Yeah.
lost civilizations. Be cool to go see one.
Yeah,
That was the only real main thing that stood out from like the entire trip was to go see the Incas. I think there's like a mausoleum or something too. But
yeah, Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Sick.
But yeah, start off with a big culture thing, and then, as per tradition, for the next thing, and that one's $3,300 for two, by the way. There's another luxury train ride
Yeah. Train ride.
through Peru, but this
God.
one you get to go see
Damn
the
it.
other half of the Andes Mountains that you're seeing. So this one, there's pictures
Wow.
of the. This one's really short. I want to say it was only like 3 days, 2 nights or something. But you get to see these nice, scenic views everywhere. But it's $3,000 for two people.
That's it?
Yeah, well, it's only like 2 or 3 days. Like I said, it's not very long.
So does it come with like a
It's the room, like it's your own room on the car and
I'm trying to
food and
picture.
whatnot. The train was in the very beginning, but yeah, lots of cool views.
Where's the information?
Well, the information's on a whole nother link. I just sent you the pictures.
Yeah, that's fucking wicked.
But it's
I'd
just the
love to
same
see
as
the
all the other,
rooms,
like,
but no
well, I mean, you got the dining room. Yeah, there's no pictures of the actual bedroom. But you get to see the dining car and the bar car.
yeah.
It gives you an idea of what the room's probably going to look like. But yeah, figure they said per tradition, have a little luxury train ride.
Of course. Why not?
Yeah. I was thinking there'd be a bunch more, but actually, it's like the only place I saw one was in Peru. I think maybe there was one like going across Brazil, but since I didn't have all of Brazil, I didn't look at those.
Yeah.
But next, and this one I think it'd be really cool, is in Bolivia. It's a 3-day private salt flat tour.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And apparently there's like tons of cool shit in the salt flats, and you might have to Google it and find it, but apparently it's like some of the most amazing night scenes you'll see of like the stars and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
I do know.
So dark and wide open there, though, you can damn near see the fucking galaxies.
Yeah, I know. Like sometimes people will do like they'll go out there to try and hit like land speed records in vehicles because it's like so flat.
Yeah, if you look at Bolivia's salt flat stargazing, like it looks unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if it'll actually look like that, but damn. The appearance just so clear and so dark and so wide open that you can damn near see the Milky Way.
Wow. Yeah, that would be incredible.
So it was almost disappointing that it didn't show any of the night pictures on the tour. It's like, man, that's what drew me into it. Was I want to see that. But even still, it's just a simple little tour of the salt flats. That's all that really jumped out at me in Bolivia.
Yeah, that's fucking sick.
And then moving into Chile, it's another part of my relaxation, kind of jumping around from 8-day tour to this wine lovers premium tour. You just get to go like directly to 3 different vineyards, have private tastings and eatings.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Nothing
I would
crazy,
love
just
to go. Like even here, like in Houston, there like vineyards and places that I could go to that I want to do.
Yeah, I need to find something like that up here if there is any. I'm sure there is, but I think it'd be a nice little experience that probably isn't that expensive.
I'd just like to get into wine more on the whole, you know. I'm starting to like kind of dabble in it. I've got a couple of bottles. I'm getting there. I'm starting to know the difference between the different kinds, like your Cabernets and your Merlots, and what's white and what's red. What does it pair with?
I'm more of like a basic white girl. I just want some fruity Moscato.
Well,
I just want some, nice, basically alcoholic juice is what I'm looking for.
I've learned to appreciate like the dry wines. Because like it's interesting because like you'll like hear like sommeliers like drink a dry wine and they'll like talk about all these like fruity notes that they get, and for the longest time I'm like, yeah, I don't see where they get it. But it's like recently, like I just bought a new bottle of wine because I saw like the sommeliers, they're like swishing it around in their mouth and like pushing it through their teeth and stuff like that to like aerate it in their mouth. And so like I tried this bottle of wine at the tester, at HEB, and I swished it around in my mouth and I was like, oh, I can taste what they're talking about. I can taste like all the different like little notes. Like I'm like, okay, okay, I'm starting to like pick it up. I'm picking it up. Okay, this is interesting. So yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting in it.
Yeah. I just don't really. I don't know. My version of the hobby is it's almost like beers. There's very few beers that I actually like enjoy drinking. I would
Yeah,
much rather just have a mixed drink.
yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean,
but
I'm 245 pounds. Okay, like I would much rather drink like 3 Buzz Balls and get hammered than try and pound 15 beers to try and get to the same level. It's like,
well, but I'm not always drinking to get drunk.
well,
I'm
sure, me
drinking to
either.
enjoy my time,
Yeah,
which is another reason. Like, I'd rather drink some nice Moscato or a mixed drink and enjoy what I'm drinking.
yeah. We had a
Not,
discussion about this just recently. I feel like just like I don't necessarily want to like drink to get drunk, but I want to enjoy when I am drinking, and most of the time drinking beer just isn't enjoyable. Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, when I go out, there's a couple restaurants that have like some good ales, and I'll get like a beer
yeah.
with my meal. But again, those are also usually expensive, and I don't like beer enough to go buy a case of it.
Right.
But yeah, anyway, I like wine. I
Yeah.
just don't think I could ever really get into like red or dry wines. I'm more of a fruity wine person.
You like your dessert wines. That's fine. Everybody's got their own taste.
Yeah. I mean, to me, dessert wines are ice wine, and I'm not chugging ice wine.
Well, yeah, that's fair. I mean, I consider dessert wines just anything sweet.
Yeah. But anyway, get back on track. So that's Chile. A whole bunch of shit you can do in Chile, but I just thought, I'm just gonna pop in, have a little wine tour, relaxation in a wine country, and then we're gonna jump on over to Paraguay.
Yeah.
And we're gonna start off with a surprisingly, but I say surprisingly, but it's not like museum entry fees are ever really expensive. But this is a private tour of 6 museums for only $500. So you get to kind of get the culture fix for pretty cheap. Just $500, take you around to 6 museums.
Yeah.
It's a private guided tour. Soak in a little bit more knowledge.
Yeah, man.
And then after I'm done soaking in knowledge for however long it takes to go through 6 museums, because it didn't really give a date, like how many days, it just said 6 museums. I decided to go crazy and do some shopping, because you've been doing some shopping on these trips, like in Japan and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I figured I'm going to do my shopping at the Shopping del Sol. Just gave myself like a $10,000 budget. I sent you like some pictures there.
Yeah.
Apparently there's just like a ton of like huge shopping malls with just everything you could imagine in this place.
Oh, I'm down.
Like when you look up top things to do in Paraguay, it was like I don't remember what number 1 was, but number 2 was shopping. I'm like, damn. Well, if number 2 is shopping, like, there's got to be some reason behind it. So
Wow,
that's all these tours that I've been on, I haven't really done any shopping other than like buying some wine. So I was like, we're gonna break down a shop when we get to South America.
that's a hell of a mall, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
This has got a whole ass grocery store in here. What the fuck?
Yeah, man. Gotta get what your customers need.
You know, honestly though, I feel like that's something that's like kind of unique to America because like I was looking at like Russia and Japan, like their like supermarkets are in like just like giant shopping centers, like the same place that you would go to like Forever 21 and like Academy. You're also gonna go to the same building that also has the grocery store for all your shit. Like it's all like a big mall, but it's grocery stores and sports stores and you know brick and mortar retail stores. Like it's all combined into one. Like America's like one of the few that kind of separate it.
Depending. I mean, you got Walmart. So
Yeah.
Walmart and Targets are combining it all. But yeah, so that's my little $10,000 shopping spree. And then after shopping, we're going to go to the other Gui. We're going to go to Uruguay and go for a 9 nights, specifically, didn't say days, 9 nights Uruguay luxury tour. And they kind of just take you through every possible place in Uruguay that's luxury. You got multiple different nice hotels to choose from. Doing everything. Going to just, it was kind of amazing. It kind of reminded me of like your,
That's pretty cool.
I want to say like the Egypt tour was like, here's everything you can do in this country.
Yeah.
And we're going to take you there.
Yeah. This one's cool. You get to like go out and help them harvest some grapes for bottling and selection.
Yeah.
At this wine, vineyard. It's cool.
Yeah. It was, like I said, it was a nice mixture of everything. You get a little bit of culture, a little bit of sightseeing. And yeah, apparently go make your own wine.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, man.
And that one's only $6,000 for a 9-night, Uruguay adventure.
Yeah.
The next one, going to Brazil. And I was trying to, because I already kind of went over the caps, I was trying to just make some of them quick, even though Brazil's the biggest country in the continent.
Yeah.
The first thing was just a little helicopter tour that hits all the major things. You get to go see the giant Jesus statue.
Yeah.
And see all the cool scenic points. It was just a $2,000 helicopter ride.
Hell
up to
yeah.
4 people.
Hell yeah. I can always appreciate a helicopter ride, man.
Yeah, I haven't done one of those yet. I did air balloons, I've done trains, I've done private SUVs, and I think you did a helicopter. But
yeah, I did a helicopter.
Don't be skipping ahead. So, because I just popped out a quick helicopter ride, that's why my next thing was just another shopping spree. But I couldn't find like a main building or mall or reason. But if you're looking at those helicopter views, it looks like a pretty major popular city right there.
Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah. So I was like, shoot, I'll probably just find some nice hotels there and just pop around for a few days.
Yeah, I mean that's Brazil's capital city, I believe, is Rio de Janeiro. So yeah, that's definitely the place you would want to go to spend the money. They held the Olympics there couple. I think the last Summer Olympics was in Rio.
Yeah, that's what I figure. You know, again, since I haven't really done any shopping on these trips, we'll knock out a bunch of shopping in Del Sol and Paraguay, and then go do a bunch of shopping in Brazil.
Yeah. Surprised you haven't hit Argentina.
Was that on there?
Argentinian beef is like world renowned.
I don't see it. Oh shit! How did I miss Argentina?
Yeah, Argentinian beef is like world renowned, dude. I've been to Argentina.
Damn it! I missed a country. After I was just giving you shit about it.
Yeah.
It's a big one on the map.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful one too.
Here I got a goddamn United Kingdom island down here, but missed Argentina. Well, might have to add that to the miscellaneous trips.
Yeah.
Because I ended my whole South America and the Falkland Islands. That's actually owned by the United Kingdom, but they have a penguin encounter
That's
on this island.
I want to go play with some
It's-
penguins.
They're like almost like almost we call them like southern penguins, like they're on a damn sand beach.
Yeah.
So it was a nice little thing, and it's only like $500. It probably cost triple that to get to that damn island. But I figured just go to this island, check it out, do a little casual walking, and have a penguin encounter with some sand penguins.
Got a picture.
And apparently,
Got a picture of goat in the morning.
yeah. Hello. Sure, right now you got to put my beard going into 17 different directions on top of that. That's about right.
Lots of birds. So if you're into birds, I guess Falkland Islands is the place to go.
But do they have surfing birds?
Bird. Bird is the word. I love our bird.
But yeah,
Not a bad trip. Not a bad trip.
And I kind of wonder, what did we miss in Argentina? We got time. What can we do there?
Let's see. Viator is just really good.
I know, right? This is weird. Like, they are really good in like every area.
Sherpa. Oh wait, hold on. I always go price high to low.
Oh dang! What's that?
There's a 21-day best of South America tour for 10 grand.
Where did you see that?
I just typed in Argentina tours and I filtered price high to low.
Oh, like on Vivitor though?
Yeah. Viator, yeah.
Oh, mine's looking at Buenos Aires. Oh my.
Buenos Aires is the place to go in Argentina. That's where I stayed when we lived in Argentina.
Dang it. Oh, but that's not just there. That's going all the way up to Brazil, though.
Yeah, that's
Argentina
like all
and
of
Brazil.
South America. Yeah.
Those waterfalls look pretty crazy, though. The Iguazu Falls.
Yeah.
4-day experience. Stay in a luxury hotel at the end of the world. It's interesting. Dude, that's what we need to look up. We need to look up like where the Shining Hotel is and add that to our trips.
Much side you like chicken?
Okay. Well, that's random. But welcome to the stream there, Leroy. I don't know. Nothing totally jumps out.
I would do this rooftop barbecue and Argentinian flavors. #1 top ranked experience. $85. Now featured one of the best food experiences in Argentina.
Speaking of that, that's another thing I'd like. I wish I would have did more. Is like specifically look up like each country's like Michelin star restaurants.
Yeah. Or just buy the Michelin guide and just
Yeah.
start checking off all the restaurants on the list, man. But yeah,
Those
Argentina
waterfalls
is
are
known
crazy.
for its beef. So yeah, I would definitely not take it out. Definitely make sure you go there for that.
Dude. Some crazy waterfalls though. You looked up like just pictures of these waterfalls?
I've seen them, dude. I've got like actual pictures in front of them.
Okay. So have you seen the pictures now though?
No, not recent pictures.
You're talking, 20, 30 years ago for you. I don't know if they got this whole like a tourist catwalk bridge that goes like all the way out to like the middle of them. Crazy. There's just like trees growing in the middle of the shit.
I remember this vividly. Like the buildings are like super colorful in certain parts.
You need to go to the Iguazu Falls and see a double rainbow.
Yeah.
Wait, where'd it go? It is my slide. You're done with third world countries? Yeah, well, after your fucking trip. You want me to tell the class what happened to you? While you're answering that, I'm to catch you up on what you might have missed. I got the stuff to glue and paint the Frostmourne. I'm gonna try and get that done this weekend to show off on next week's stream, so you get to get more of an idea of what you're ordering or what the finished product could look like in a sense. But yeah, so for those of you that don't know, Budslide went to where did you go? Not the Bahamas. He went to some tropical place. I can't remember. He'll tell us here in a minute. In the first day, Costa Rica. There you go.
Yeah.
Went to Costa Rica. And the first day there, they went to like the first beach, got out of the car, and said, let's go put our feet in the sand and the water and be like, bam, we're at a nice tropical beach, because he's from Alaska.
Yeah.
And that was the last thing he did on that trip. He literally burned off the entire bottom layer of his skin on one of his feet entirely and the other one like halfway.
Oh my goodness.
And spent the rest of the trip there propped up in a chair with bandages on his feet while his wife had enjoyed the trip.
What a bummer, dude.
Like, damn. You traveled from fucking Alaska to Costa Rica just to get basically banished to a chair for the rest of the trip after the first walking out of the car.
Oh man, dude.
It's like, damn. But that kind of reminds me like Grace a couple summers ago. Like, first weekend of her summer, she went out with a friend and her parents and grandparents, and they didn't make them put on fucking sunscreen. And they were like in and out of this lake for hours, like all day. Literally got 3rd-degree blisters all over her feet.
No.
That was just out for the count for the rest of the summer.
That kind of happened to Shelby during our Disney trip. Like day 2 of our, 7-day trip, she like popped something in her ankle and was like limping around the rest of the trip, dude.
Yeah, Grace couldn't even put on shoes for like 4 weeks.
Oh,
like shit,
dude! I remember. Scriv and I went to like an NHRA drag race event, and neither one of us brought sunscreen, and I got really sunburned. But he has, I think it's psoriasis or some kind of skin condition like that. But man, he got fucked up. Like he had like blisters, like baseball sized blisters for like
Yes.
2 weeks. It was bad. Yeah. But I have here some pictures of Maracaibo. This was where I stayed when we lived in Venezuela. I can't remember exactly where, but I can tell you that some of these buildings are familiar to me. We lived in a penthouse building similar to this. And I remember very vividly, like you would walk out of the garage and literally across the street, like you can almost even kind of see it here. Like you're either filthy rich living in a penthouse or you're like dirt poor washing your clothes in the puddle on the dirt. Like it was crazy to see. But it was also like a really, really beautiful city. I remember like looking out of the window of this of the apartment that we were in, and you could see they had like an outdoor movie theater, and so like I could look out of the window and I could like watch the movie that they were playing in like that courtyard. It was pretty cool. I remember the first time I ever saw SpongeBob was in Venezuela in this apartment, and it was in Spanish. Yeah.
Shoot. There's part of the funny thing about going to San Antonio this weekend was like, I've been to the Natural Bridge Caverns and like the drive-through safari as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Tower Americas, is where we went on our honeymoon, which is why we went there this weekend, was to kind of relive 20 years ago.
Right.
It's like, literally just remember none of it. Like, it's just, granted, you know, the stuff from a kid makes sense. You know, I was probably like 10 or something when I went. It was literally 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Was when I went to the caves and shit. You know, but then it's like, 20 years ago was when we had our honeymoon, and it's like, other than, the fact that I know we did it and we have like pictures, but otherwise it's like it didn't even happen.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how, with my kind of memory, it almost sucks that I have like all these like lifetimes of experiences between the military and my own childhood and upbringing and whatnot. It's like, God, it feels like I got like a 5-year memory bank, and then after that it's just clips and flashes.
Yeah.
like so jealous of the people that can like retell a story of an adventure they had as if they just did it this weekend, and you're like, like, when did you do that? And you're like, oh, when I was like 18. And you're like, what the fuck? Like your Uncle Mark is like that. Like,
yeah.
He could tell you a story vividly as if it just happened that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it'll be from like 30 years ago while he was wasted at a concert. And you're like, what the shit?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Yeah. My Uncle Johnny's like that. Honestly, Dad's like that too. He's got some stories from a long time ago that are pretty crazy.
Yeah. And I can't tell you stories like that. I gotta be like, yeah, I did that. What was it like? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Like, shit. I got 2 deployments under my belt. I barely remember any of them.
Yeah. Well,
like
it's funny for
flashback
me.
memories.
It's funny for me because like I don't remember like a lot of like what happened while I was in the Navy, but like the more I think about it, it like comes to me in waves. I'm like, oh yeah, and then that happened. Oh yeah, and then that happened. Oh yeah, and then that happened. Like I can never just like sit down and like, all right, let me tell you the story about this. It's like, no, I have to sit here and try and remember it in phases before I can tell you about it.
Well, and I think that's kind of the thing is that for me, it's like it's like 18 and younger was a phase.
Yeah.
That's all one chunk. It's just quote unquote my childhood, 1 to 18. And then
Yeah.
there's the army chunk. And then there's the like tech support chunk. And then
Yeah.
there's the brief little post office chunk. And it's like, if I, once I'm done with that chunk of my life, it just kind of gets stored in the back of the filing cabinet. And until something brings it out, it's like it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You know, it's like trying to pull out, it's literally like trying to pull out like company files. And you're like, or like if you're to put Wikipedia into a fucking filing cabinet and you're like, hey, go to PETA, you got anything on Army in Hawaii? You're like, hang on. Army H's Hawaii. Yeah, there we go. Sure enough, I got a folder right here.
What's in the folder?
It's about 30 blank pages.
Yeah. Oh, this one's got some writing. It's irrelevant. All right. Okay.
Like, oh, hey, that's where my kid was born. Shit. Okay. That happened. Is this a birth certificate? I wasn't born there. Oh, shit. My kid.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like the world's shittiest Wikipedia in a filing cabinet. That's what my fucking memory's like. It's in there, but man, good luck.
Good luck getting it out.
It's been chewed on by rats and moths, left out in the sun. It went through at least 3 floods in its lifetime. Shit.
Oh.
Anyway, it's funny and embarrassing at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I struggle with my memory too. You know that more just as well as I do. So, but speaking of bad memory,
extra funny though.
Let's see if
it was extra funny this weekend though, being at that restaurant.
Oh yeah,
when the guy was like, "Have you been here before?" You're like, "Yeah, 20 years ago, but I don't remember it."
Yeah, it's funny.
That's why we're here. Because I technically do remember it.
Yeah, I've eaten at the Tower of America restaurant one time, and I remember like being there. I remember like the view; it was really cool. I don't remember anything about the food. The food was not memorable at all whatsoever.
Dude, our food was terrible.
No, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Like 100% would have rather just went through a drive-through than eaten there.
Yeah, I felt the same thing when we went to Rainforest Cafe at Disney. Like, oh, this was a waste of a meal.
Well, it was bad food and bad service. Like, if it wasn't for the view, it would have just been a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
Like, I almost never leave a bad tip, and I had like a $70 bill, and I left like a $2 tip.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. And I wanted to just leave nothing, but I hate just leaving nothing because I'm like, we need to do some kind of a job.
Yeah.
But man, they brought us out our 3 cups of lobster bisque before they brought out the 2 remaining drinks for the people. Like, they brought out water for everybody, but Amy and Grace ordered a lemonade and a soda. And like, they brought out our soup before they finished bringing out the fucking drinks. All 3 bowls of the soup were like almost room temperature, like borderline cold. Like,
oh my god.
Like it was a temperature in which, like, even if you left this on the counter there for like 15 minutes, it wouldn't be this cold. Like, I don't even understand.
Yeah.
How it's this cold. It's supposed to come out with steam, and you gotta like blow on it for your first couple of bites.
Yeah.
Like, no, I could have just picked this up and chugged it.
Oof.
To the point that Crystal didn't even eat hers and sent it back, and said she just doesn't even want it anymore. And then when they brought out, me and Amy both got fish tacos. I got mine normal. She got hers basically without the salad and without the pico and without the avocado.
Right.
It was just like the meat and seasoning and cheese, basically.
Yeah.
And they brought them both out wrong. So like, mine like had the pico and the avocado, no lettuce. Hers had the pico It had everything basically.
What the
But
fuck?
before I realized hers had everything like mine was supposed to, he had taken hers off without ever asking if anybody else's shit on the table was right. Finally comes back like 5 minutes later, and I was like, "Hey man, like mine technically was hers, so I should have had mine, and then this is her wrong tacos here."
Yeah.
It's like, so technically now both of ours are wrong because you just walked off with mine without saying shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, okay, so do you want me to bring out a new one?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I want what I ordered." And he's like, "Okay, I think there was a fresh one in the window. I'll bring it to you." I'm like, "Cool." Another like fucking 5-10 minutes goes by, and everybody else is like done eating. Or they brought Amy's out. Still incorrect, mind you. Still had the avocado on it, but she picked it off and ate it. And so she eats hers. And then he finally comes and like I literally had the plate like pushed out like a foot and a half away from me to be like, I'm clearly not eating this.
Yeah.
And he finally comes by and he's like, "Was there something wrong with your tacos?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they're wrong. And we had a discussion about this." It's like,
It's like I
it's like,
told you there
dude.
was something wrong with them.
And then I proceeded to break it down. I was like, for one, my tacos were right, but you gave them to the wrong person. And then before you actually checked with the rest of the table to make sure their food was right before you walked off, you just walked off with my tacos. And then you came over here and asked me about mine. And I told you, no, they're wrong. And you said, I will go get those ones that are fresh on the counter right now. And then proceeded to not bring them. And I've been sitting there ever since.
Yeah.
And so another like 10 minutes later, they finally bring out the full tacos, and the entire taco was cold. Like the double corn tortilla literally felt like they took those corn tortillas out of the refrigerator.
Oh my goodness, dude.
It wasn't like that cold transfer from like the lettuce and the pico. Like,
I would have
no,
sent
was
it
like they
back. I'd have been like,
literally-
"What is this? Like, this is cold." Like, I wouldn't have let that shit fly.
we were trying to get to our fucking event at 2:00.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was just like, I don't even care anymore. I'm just fucking hungry and I want to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So I just chowed down the 3 tacos and I'm like, all right, fucking done. Let's get the fuck out of here. Like, Jesus. It's like,
It's a
I
shame.
gotta tell you to bring our fucking drinks out. You literally get shit wrong like 3 times. You bring me cold fucking tacos. Like, Jesus, man.
What a shame.
Yeah, in cold fucking lobster bisque. Like, shit. I was like, God damn, we're paying fucking, 5-star fucking restaurant prices over here.
Yeah.
You're
It's
bringing me out shit worse than McDonald's.
Yeah, 5-star prices, but the warmest thing on the fucking table was the ice cubes in my drink.
Fuck. Sometimes I do feel like spitting out some like Gordon Ramsay bullshit.
Yeah.
What does he always say? Like it's ice cold in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like, is it though?
But speaking of memories, see if we can remember this outro. Everybody knows the deal. Make sure you follow all of our socials, YouTube, our new TikTok, where you'll see time lapses of the 3D prints.
You remember the TikTok? I'm proud of you.
Make sure you go check out our Discord, go to our website, sign up for a free 3D print, or if you're not a veteran, you can sign up for a 3D print anyway. We can print anything you can find a file on. Check out our Instagram.
And sometimes make a file.
Yeah, we can sometimes make it depending on how complicated it is.
We can do logos and names. Like
Mm-hmm.
we did one recently. It's actually on the TikTok, I think.
Yep. If you are an Amazon Prime member, make sure that you link it to your Twitch account. You can then use a free Twitch Prime subscription. It costs you nothing, but it benefits us every month. The only downside of it is it doesn't auto renew, so you'll have to go in and renew it yourself every month. But make sure you do that. Every Twitch Prime sub takes money directly out of Jeffrey Bezos' pocket, so he can't make another penis-shaped rocket. So let's get that
I
done.
got a question for you.
What's that?
What the hell is the AMA tag in our Twitch?
AMA, ask me anything.
No. Never heard of that.
Yeah, AMA. Ask me anything.
I just now saw that. I'm like, wait a damn minute. It's AMA.
Yeah, it just means ask me anything.
Yeah, the more you know.
Yep, the more you know. Everyone have a wonderful night. We will see you. Goat, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll probably be playing Call of Duty or Warcraft. Make sure you tune in on Monday to see Scriv continue his wrestling streams. I believe he's going to be starting up on the universe mode after doing the 40-year showcase.
I'm actually mad that I missed it. His first, the 2024.
This was his second.
Mudslide. This was the second.
His most recent one that you missed because of being here. It was his second stream of 2K24.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I missed the first one.
Oh, you missed the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, we like talked about it like that weekend, or maybe it was on their stream. I was looking forward to it and everything, and I think even Mudslide or something was looking forward to it too. And then it was at like 11 o'clock at night. Me and him were playing, and we're like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
I'm always late to the party.
But yeah,
if
you don't
hopefully
know,
I'll remember to catch it this time.
Yeah, definitely try and catch that. If you don't know, he's transitioned to a newer game, the most recent edition of the wrestling game that he plays. So definitely check that out. There's some cool little upgrades. He's going to be firing up the story mode like he's been doing in the past, kind of doing some updates. He'll explain it more on Monday, and then we'll see you next week for episode 41. I hope everyone has a wonderful night.
Oh, wait. Where we go?
Where are we going?
I was asking you.
Let me look.
North America.
North America. So we're coming back to the U.S.
Yeah. Well, in Canada.
And Canada, and Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico.
So stay tuned for that. And like I said, we'll see you next week. Hope everyone has a wonderful night.
Good night and a good weekend.